Guys, it's Saturday, November 3rd, and I'm getting my car worked on, of course, with that little issue I had with shifting gears. So I'm using a 2019 Subaru Outback. So I'll go quick walk around. It's a nice white color. I noticed the paint kind of has like a sparkle to it, so it's kind of like a pearl white, I would say. Maybe hard to tell in this lighting, but pretty decent, basic loaner car. This is from Gerald Subaru of Naperville. Try to check out the roominess. So of course the rear seats will fold down to give you some nice cargo room. The interior is a beige color, which is a little bit different from Subaru. Usually I'm used to seeing like a black interior, but it's got a beige color. And one thing I noticed for 2019, they finally added LED lights for the interior lights, which is something that I'm surprised they actually finally added. So that's something the Impreza that I had, which was 2019, did not have. But going along back into the interior, pretty nice. I mean, pretty modern look. Nice gauges, nice layout. Of course, you finally got Apple CarPlay on the Starlink entertainment system. And then the gauges are in blue here. This does have the eyesight, of course, which basically is a driver assisted thing for lane change assist, or basically a lot of things, automated braking and all kinds of stuff. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to be driving my girlfriend to work, and then I'm going to do a drive, and then I'll talk about what's going on with my car and who's working on it. So I will continue this video a little bit later. I just want to give you a quick overview of the interior. And then yeah, like I said, finally they added LED lights to the interior, which is kind of a nice addition. So I will continue this later when I drive. So I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. What's going on, guys? Continuing the drive in the 2019 Subaru Outback. Now this is, I'm not sure if this would be a premium model or just a regular base model, but it does have some options like heated seats and dual zone climate control. So this is powered by, I believe, a 185 or 175 horsepower 2.5 liter boxer 4. So I'm going to drive onto my back roads that I normally drive my WRX on. I got a Ford Focus RS in front of me to see if he'll take off. Maybe do a quick run for us on video. So in driving this, pretty smooth. I mean, it's got a CVT, but it does kind of mimic a 6-speed. When you're kind of mild on the throttle, you do kind of feel like it actually is just a regular automatic. It does have a jumpy throttle, which I've noticed almost every loaner car I've driven has, including the Impreza. And basically any of those cars, even the newer ones, they all have a very jumpy throttle, but of course the top end acceleration is pretty slow. And especially this, of course, too. I have driven the 3.6R model, which is the 6-cylinder version. It's a little bit faster, but it also does suck up more fuel. So let's see if this Ford Focus RS takes off, and then I'm gonna give it some throttle. One thing I noticed about this Subaru is it automatically locks the doors. Finally, they added that feature. I don't know if it took until 2019 to add that feature, but if you just notice, it does lock the doors automatically when you reach a certain speed. I think when you reach, I'm going to say like 6 or 7 horsepower, so you just lock the doors. And then as soon as you pull in the door, it automatically unlocks it. It's kind of cool. So this car, it's pretty smooth. Like I said, it's you know, basically a family car. I mean, there's no sporty car or anything, but it's got a smooth suspension, kind of floaty. I would say the suspension travel kind of feels kind of floaty. The Impreza felt like it was more secure, I guess, more to the ground. Even though I think these are on the same platform, the new Subaru Global platform, but this one feels like it's got a softer suspension setting. So I will go into my back roads and do a few minor pulls and talk a little bit more about how the car feels. Interior wise, it looks good. I mean, it's a nice layout, everything looks good. I don't like that the clock is down here. I kind of think it should be higher, because a lot of times when I'm looking for what time it is, I'm kind of looking down instead of the more driver pointed view where the WRX had it over here. It was nice where it had it higher up, I thought. I don't like to look down when I'm driving. But the dashboard layout looks pretty nice and modern. So I'm gonna give it some throttle so you kind of hear the transmission do the shifts a little bit. So yeah, you can kind of hear it kind of mimic a 6-speed automatic. But then when you actually floor it, and there goes that that floaty suspension if you just touch it. It kind of feels floaty. And then when you nail the throttle, it just basically holds the gear and basically, you know, sounds like a CVT, which is what I don't really like. And then you do have paddle shifters, so you don't even have to put it in manual mode. You can just automatically start downshifting from it. But I'll just go back to regular drive. So once this car turns, I will nail the throttle, see how it feels. Okay, so be just like my WRX, only a lot slower. So straighten the wheels, lower the throttle. Oh yeah, that's very slow. Oh yeah, so it does kind of actually still shift gears, sort of. It does hold the gears longer though. So yeah, definitely not a fast car. And it's not meant to be. A Subaru like this is basically a family car meant for all weather conditions, whether it be snow, rain, dry, sand, maybe some mud. I wouldn't drive this in the mud, but I'm sure you could if you wanted to. But it is, especially a practical car, you know, all around good, you know, year round. Whether kind of weather you put it through, it's gonna basically get through it, you know. So back to the interior. So let's get like a nice layout. Like I said, finally they added Apple Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I'm guessing for that to work on my phone, I think you have to hook it up to USB, or maybe you have to link it via Bluetooth. I'm not sure, but I have not tried it. But I'm guessing it works. If it says it shows on there, it just shows the grayed out on my screen. But yeah, very solid ride, smooth, quiet, very quiet car compared to my WRX. Speaking of the WRX, I wanted to get to that. So now, okay, here's what's going on. The body shop is Gerald. What I originally thought was, I thought Gerald. Man, my head's not working. Gerald, Subaru of Naperville. I thought they were the ones that did the pit stop thing. Well, actually, it was the body shop that did that, and they didn't really mention what they did. But I guess somehow, after they test drove my car and I told them about that noise I was hearing, which I have in my last video, or 2 videos from this, they heard the noise. So they said, you know what, we're going to take it back to Gerald Auto Body Shop and they're going to figure out what it is. And they still haven't called me. This has been about a week so far. I dropped off my car on Monday, so now it's Saturday. So it's been over a week. Well, you know, work week at least. And basically they're going to let me know what's going on or what the issue is. And I don't think it's actually a serious problem. I just think something's loose, or they just kind of messed up on something when reinstalling everything. So the good news is I think my car will be okay. In the long run, I think my car is fine. I just got to figure out what's causing that noise. So let's try the manual. Okay, let's... First gear, flirt. Not feel right. That's one thing. I just don't like messing with that stuff. It just really doesn't work the way you want it to work. So back to the WRX. So yeah, they're gonna let me know what's going on. I'm gonna find out what it is. And the good news is when it gets fixed, and then it'll be ready. It'll be ready for me to sell or whatever I really want to do with it. You know. As for cars, I've been looking. One car that I've kind of been keeping my eye on is a Honda Accord Sport, which is basically a newer model. It's only a 4-cylinder, but it does have a little bit more power and it's a little bit more sporty. Unfortunately, the automatic version is just a CVT, but I was told from reading reviews that the CVT in that Honda is actually really good. Now the 6-speed, on the other hand, which I can't get, my girlfriend can't handle manual transmissions, it's a little bit faster and it would be more sporty. It does the 0 to 60 at like 6.5, quarter mile, not so good. I mean, obviously it's not gonna have that much power, but it's not that fast. But the CVT, the 0 to 60, I believe it was 7.5, so it's okay. It's better than like a Subaru Impreza, but you know, definitely nowhere near what my WRX is capable of. So this is one car I've been keeping my eye on. Really good fuel economy, modern look, you know, nice interior, simple. It was a 2014 model, so fairly new here, and the mileage I think it was like 48,000 miles, so pretty decent mileage. I mean, Hondas are pretty much known to last a long time. So that's one car I've been kind of looking at. The V6s on the other hand, I've been looking at the V6 Accords, and yeah, I have been reading some issues with reliability and stuff, so I'm not really sure if I really want to get a V6. If I would have to get a newer model, but I just don't know. So I think the best bang for buck, and also when it comes to fuel economy and all that, I think that Honda Accord Sport would be pretty cool. And then as for colors, I'm kind of liking the gray color, like a steel gray. And then also I would not mind a blue like my WRX, which is an World Rally blue. But, you know, it's close to it, but it looks pretty cool. It's like electric blue, I would say. It looks kind of cool. So those are the kind of colors I'm kind of looking at in terms of car choices for the color. And then, like I said, when I find out what's going on with the WRX, I will post another video. And then I just wanted to at least make a video of this car, because I know I'll be driving this for a long time. I already drove it at 233 miles. It seems like every car that I've been getting has been at 2019 in terms of the loaner cars. It seems like all their loaner cars now are 2019, no matter which one I get. So looks like they kind of upgraded everything. So let's test this floaty handling. So turn around here. Yeah, definitely no WRX. It kind of feels like a boat. But it's quiet, it's smooth, no complaints. Okay. I probably could have went, but that's alright. I'm no rush. So I thought, okay, I talked about the driving dynamics, so now let me grab the camera and show you the other features. Oh man, I didn't even notice the camera was pointed to the left. Okay, so the Subaru eyesight. Now this basically will notify you when you leave your lane. So let's purposely leave the lane. And then see, I noticed in 2019 to actually show a picture of the car, a little bit more updated screen. So there's also automated braking. If you were to basically get to a object that was not moving, or a car that's braking, you're not braking, it will basically notify you obstacle detected, and then it'll start automatically braking. The thing I don't like about it is it brakes really, really, really hard, like to the point where it's like scary. Like, because I actually have a tree near like the side of the place where I live, and there's a branch that sticks out really far. And I was parking near it, but of course the branch really doesn't really touch the car, but the car just slammed on the brakes, and I was barely going like 3 or 4 miles an hour. So it was like, it was not expected. So it's very sudden braking, I've noticed. I'm not holding the camera too high in case there's any cops, because I don't want to be known to be driving and holding the camera. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of wrap things up. I apologize for the camera angle. I noticed that this headrest in this car doesn't really stay very solid like my WRX, so the camera kind of swayed a little bit. So I'll check out the footage, see how it looks. Hopefully it's not too bad. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave me one. I'll see you guys around. Enjoy your weekend. Stay warm if you're in a colder climate, and stay positive in life. And hopefully soon enough I'll get my car back, and then we'll figure out what the next plan is. Peace out, and see you guys around. Thanks for watching. Please WRX, signing out.